Oh, it looks like you're going to become extremely curious about something at the beginning of this week. You are going to be so curious about something at the beginning of this week. In fact, you are gonna be in this instant mode to actually explore this. So, whatever you are gonna be so basically curious about to explore, my gorgeous Virgo, you need to understand that this in itself, it's really going to bring so much vibrancy into your life. This is going to bring an instant positive energy into your life. And also, it's like pretty much so going to make you realize, on one hand, it's going to make you realize what you really want to do so badly, what you want to do so badly. And you're also going to have such a major confirmation. And this confirmation, it's going to be all about how much you want to change your life, how much you need to change your life. I mean, this great sense of urgency you're going to have right now, it's going to be completely out of this world. My gorgeous Virgolini, listen to me very carefully. This is going to clearly show you what you should do, and what aspect of your life it's going to need an instant and rather urgent attention in terms of what you really need to put lots of energy towards. And this in itself, it's also going to create such a significant moment where literally all the priorities in your life are about to start changing because of this. And this in itself also means that, my gorgeous Virgo, by you, basically exploring this, by you becoming really curious about this, whatever this is, this is going to bring so much vibrancy and so much of a positive energy into your life, because this will lead towards you making such an important decision already by the end of this week. And this is why I said to you that priorities in your life are going to be changing. This is really going to come with such an element of a surprise. I know that you're working on certain things, my gorgeous Virgo. I know you're planning certain things, my gorgeous Virgo. In fact, what you're planning right now and what you have been planning for a while, for the last 2 or 3 months, it's extremely important. And this in itself, what you're gonna find yourself thinking about very intensely at the beginning of this week, it's gonna happen in such a way where really, I suppose, something is going to inspire you. And what is going to inspire you at the beginning of this week, it's going to open your eyes and it's going to make you think. There is something that you're going to feel so deep within. There is something really specific you're going to feel, but at the same time something rather magical is going to happen without you even realizing. You're going to go into this mode where you're going to become so daring and so ready for an adventure. You're going to come out of your comfort zone. This is ever so important, especially when we find ourselves at such a crossroads in our lives. You are about to find yourself on this major crossroads. But this crossroads, it's not something that you didn't know before. I think that you were on a crossroads for a while. And this is more about you having this confirmation after confirmation, literally, that you are on the crossroads. And you have been on this crossroads, my gorgeous Virgolini, for a while. And this is really going to help you to be more honest with yourself and move forward with your life. This time is so precious that we have on this earth, and this is why we need to make the most of it. And there is also something else you're going to be thinking about, something is going to be on your mind, something that affected you in a negative way. It really surprised you at around December or January. at around December 2025 and at around December 2024 and at around January 2025, something negative happened, something really threw you out of balance. It's to do with a certain news that you had and you really didn't like this. This is something really, really personal, something really private, and this news is to do with somebody else in your life. And maybe something happened to that person, for example, and I know that you were so affected because of somebody else, and you were worrying about somebody else, you were affected by somebody else. It's to do with a certain news about somebody else you had in 2024, December or January 2025, within this time. And this in itself, you will be reminded of now. It was a certain message and news that you did not like about a certain person. And that in itself, you will be reminded of this week. This is going to be on your mind a lot, because that situation that happened, something that happened in December or January, had really make you think about life, this world, from a completely different angle, especially when it comes to you needing to hurry up with certain things in life. You needing to do what you want to do, because it's all boiling down to the fact that our time on this earth is very precious, but it's also really limited as well. And I know that this sounds all like, oh my God, what am I talking about? I'm sorry. You know, sometimes I go really deep, and it depends where we are when it comes to this week and what exactly you're going to be reminded of. Don't worry, it's not a bad thing, it's not a negative thing, because this is all going to be contributing towards you feeling more adventurous, believe me or not. And this adventurous feeling, oh my God, it can help you to move the mountains, literally, how good you feel. You not necessarily physically, but you know what I mean. It's all in your mind. It is all in your mind. Time is ticking, and that's how you're gonna feel, not in a bad way. This is gonna be like your spiritual energy, you know, which is only gonna play a massive role when it comes to you wanting to hurry up with certain aspects of your life. So this is why I'm saying that this is so important. You will make, so something is going to inspire you at the beginning of this week. Sorry, my gorgeous Virgolini, I hope it's not too confusing. So something it's going to inspire you at the beginning of this week, and you really are going to make this, you really will want to explore something. You're going to become, you're going to become so curious about something. You will want to explore something, and you will do that. Thank God, whatever this is going to bring such an important vibrancy and a really positive energy into your life. There is something more you are going to gain out of it. There is something greater you are going to gain out of it, my gorgeous Virgolini. Because this in itself, it's really going to help you to open your eyes, and on one hand to realize your dreams, to realize what exactly you want to do, but also on another hand, this is going to confirm your dreams as well. Do you understand what I mean? It's absolutely brilliant. On one hand, you will realize what your dreams are, what do you want to do, how you want to live your life. And on the other hand, this is going to confirm things to you that you already do, that you're already doing, that you already know. So most importantly, this in itself, it's about to reveal this brand new path where you are going to realize which aspect of your life you want to really nurture as much as you possibly can. By doing that, not only you're doing the right thing, my gorgeous Virgolini, but you're also taking over your life. You know, you are being a leader of your own life. This is the time to stand strong and be as confident as you possibly can. This is gonna lead towards, this is what you need to understand. You are the leader of your own life. You are taking care. You are taking care of your own life. You're also at the same time doing something major, something amazing when it comes to your future here. And you're also setting the boundaries as well. It's Can you hear this? It's Saturday, and you know the traffic just goes absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy. Yeah, anyway, so this is going to lead towards you setting the boundaries in your life. You will protect your energy. You will protect your energy by focusing on this and by doing this and just by realizing this, you know. And at the same time, as I said, you are being the leader of your own life. Because this is exactly what you need to do. This is what you have to do. And maybe there were certain people, I feel like, in your life around you. Maybe you were, don't get me wrong, please. But maybe you were nagged, you know, maybe certain people were nagging you. To, like, people close to you, or a certain person close to you was nagging you, was keep on nagging you to do something that you don't necessarily maybe want to do. And now you're going to realize that whatever you were nagged to do, that you don't want to do. And that's the part of this life. That's the part of this journey, that sometimes it means that even those people who are the closest to us, it doesn't mean that we share the same dreams, for example. So you really need to consider doing things that you want to do. Because you are not only going to do the right thing by, you know, like, taking this very seriously, what you're going to become so curious about and what you will want to explore. This is going to lead towards you being established. This is going to lead towards you feeling so good in terms of success, indeed, but in terms of your own power. You're going to realize how powerful you are and what makes you feel powerful, but you're also going to realize how resilient you actually are. That's why, my gorgeous Virgolini, this is going to be so important. And also, my God, I'm going to start screaming, baby. Raise your vibration. Raise your vibration, my gorgeous Virgolini. Do you know why am I getting so excited? It's because number 3. Your number, when it comes to numerology, is number 3. And you know what number 3 means, especially when it comes to this week, especially when it comes to all these energies. Number 3 means that, you know, curiosity, your own curiosity, it's about to meet major opportunity. Your curiosity is about to meet this major opportunity. So this is what number 3 means in numerology, and especially when it comes to you, and especially when it comes to this week. It's not just any curiosity. It's not just any opportunity. This is really a lot to do with the path you're destined for, and that's why I'm getting so excited, because this, to me, it makes absolutely perfect sense indeed. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Virgolini, by the time, sorry, I thought I've got something here. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Virgolini, you really need to focus also on this, you know, you're going to be focusing a lot on something that has been making you feel negative and something that has been making you feel really down for a while. It's to do with you. You have done something maybe in your past or not that long ago that you regret. You've done something in your past or not that long ago, something that you regret, and this is exactly what you're going to be thinking about at around the mid of this week. This is going to be on your mind. This is going to be on your mind, something that you have done a while back or maybe not that long ago, and something that you don't feel too pleased with yourself that you did, and something that you regret. But now you're going to become extremely determined, like to actually do something about it. And because I can see that this is to do with something really kind of personal again. And I can see you kind of going to talk to somebody. There is somebody really important you're going to be talking to, and that particular person who you're going to be talking to, it's actually going to give you like a really wise advice about this problem. And this particular person you're going to be talking to is somebody in your life, somebody who is close to you, like you're one of your best friends, but in this instance, or maybe a family member, but it is somebody who's very spiritual, and it is somebody who is like somebody who's very spiritual, somebody who's extremely intelligent, somebody who's extremely open-minded, and somebody who some people absolutely love, and some people cannot stand that person. But this is somebody really precious in your life, somebody who means to you so much, and you mean to that person as well a lot. So you will be talking to that person about this problem, something that you have been worrying about for a while, something that you regret doing. And I suppose the fact that you regret doing this, in spiritual terms, you have already learned your lesson here, which is good, which means that very soon, this is gonna come to an end. This is whatever it's worrying you, whatever it's making you feel worried, this is slowly but surely coming to an end. And this is why you're suddenly going to be thinking about it. Because this in itself, it's still kind of slowing you down at this stage of your life a little bit. And whatever this is going to need from you to face this. And in such a way where there is something that you're going to need to finish here. There is something that you're going to need to finish. There is something that you're going to need to bring to an end, but only you can do this. Nobody else can do this for you. And once you have conversation with this particular person who I absolutely love, absolutely adore, that person, it's going to have such a beautiful impact on you, and I'm not surprised about it whatsoever. And you will be talking about this choice, that you have a choice to deal with this. Whatever this is, there is something that you're going to need to deal with. There is something that you're going to need to bring to an end, but you're not going to like doing this so much in your mind, because you will need to speak to the certain person that you don't like talking to or being around whatsoever, but you're going to need to do this. You're going to need to do this. This person who you're going to be talking to, that person is going to bring the best out in you, because I do know that not only you're going to realize that you have a choice what to do, how to bring this to an end, whatever you need to bring to an end, but you're also going to have a hope through this person. It's a choice, but you're also gonna know that you're kind of doing the right thing. Not that you didn't know that before, but this hope, it's also gonna reflect on your confidence, and that's why you're gonna be in a mood, to act. This is extremely important, my gorgeous Virgolini, for you to do, because it's also gonna lead towards not only you doing the right thing, but you will protect yourself by doing this, because this is also playing its own role when it comes to you not, maybe feeling fully independent. Don't get me wrong with this. This can reflect on many different aspects of your life. So I really hope that you will know what am I talking about and where am I coming from here as well. And also, my gorgeous Virgolini, when it comes to the mid part of this week, you have to listen to me very carefully, because this is quite important to pay attention to your body, mind and spirit, because once again, your body, mind and spirit, it's gonna be kind of enhanced throughout this week. It's not only about mind, body, and spirit all together, but things are going to feel ridiculously connected. You will see what I mean. You will see what I mean in terms of you feeling really spiritual, in terms of you seeing signs everywhere, in terms of you seeing lots of synchronicities everywhere. You know, this is going to be really crazy week, but good week. But also when it comes to your mind, body, and spirit, what I wanted to say to start with, and it's really important to pay attention to what your body is going to be guiding you towards. Your body is going to be telling you something. Your body is going to be guiding you towards you paying attention to what your body needs or what your body doesn't need. You really need to pay attention to this, because you will clearly be guided. Maybe you're eating something, or you're drinking something, or you're taking something that you shouldn't. You will have an indication not to do it then. Or maybe something is missing big time. Maybe something is missing like big time in terms of diet or in terms of an exercise or something. You really need to see the way this is going to be presented to you and the way you're going to perceive this information, because it's all about the way you perceive this information. This is your life. This is your spiritual journey. Make the most of it. When your mind, body, and spirit is so ridiculously connected, as I said, we get all sorts of signs, but it also means that this is a sacred stage of our life, and this is going to give us an opportunity to heal ourselves really quickly. Whatever this is, it's going to lead towards your own healing. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Virgolini, by the time you get to the last part of this week, you know, you are going to find yourself like a planning. The energy is going to be so good at around the end of this week. Like, my God, the energy is going to be so good. Let me just put my cards here. This can go down. I don't think I've got much space on my table. Maybe like my little plants, you know, my darlings, I'm going to have to like kind of start moving you around a little bit so I can breathe again, yeah? No, I'm joking. Look, so when it comes to... I love my plants, by the way. You know why? They are doing really great. They are so happy because they are around me. I'm sitting in the middle and they're around me, and the plants, they like when you talk to them. Plants, they absolutely love when you talk to them. So these little babies, you see, they think that I'm talking to them. They think that because I'm sitting in the middle, and they're like doing really great, you know. They're doing really great. I do not use any chemicals on my plants. Oh my God, in the garden or here, no chemicals, no baby, no chemicals, just natural things, you know, and me talking to them, you know. So now, my gorgeous Virgolini, when it comes to the last part of this week, the energy is just going to be so like kind of, the energy is going to be amazing. The energy is going to be really, really positive, and also like a positive energy. And you are really going to start thinking at around the end of this week. You're going to be thinking, you're going to start planning how to deal with this burden. There is some kind of a burden, something that happened to you, you know, in your past, you know, some kind of a burden again. There is some kind of a burden that you need to deal with, my gorgeous Virgolini, and this is going to be obvious at around the end of this week, but the energy is going to be so good, and the energy is going to be so positive. And when it comes to this burden in life, it's something that you've been kind of affected by for a while, and you know, when it comes to this burden, I really shouldn't call it a burden, but it's to do with a certain person. I'm so sorry, I shouldn't call it a burden, that's horrible, but it's to do with a certain person, and I don't mind this person, I really like this person, but it's somebody who is really, really going to need your help, and this is somebody who is in your life. It's somebody who is very close to you, and somebody who's doing something that they shouldn't do. And I'm sorry, I shouldn't call it a burden, but I think that you're already aware of this, and please don't get me wrong, but I'm just going by your energy, and I'm just going by your vibration, and I know that you have been frustrated about it for so long. Please don't get me wrong calling this person a burden, but I'm just calling this like it just feels, sometimes it creates this unnecessary energy in your life that it's affecting you in such a kind of negative, really negative way, because it has made you feel like really frustrated so many times, and it's to do with a certain person, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call that person a burden, but it created a burden in your life because you felt frustrated about it over and over and over again. And you tried to talk to this person maybe without success, or every time you wanted to talk to this person, it just didn't happen, or this person didn't respond properly. But it's really to do with the one specific person in your life. You know who this is. This person needs to stop doing something they're doing. Because if they carry on doing something that they're doing and it's not good for them at all, later on it's going to be very difficult for that person to come out of it. The longer this goes, the more difficult it's going to be for that person to come out of it. So please, for the love of God, when I said that the energy is going to be really positive and really good, well, when it comes to you, this energy is going to bring the best out of. But you are going to find yourself, that person is going to do something that is going to frustrate you again. You're not going to like it. And this is going to be like little alarm bells in your mind. And you are going to start to plan. You're going to start to plan in your mind how you're going to do this. Because either you tried this and it wasn't successful, as I said before, or maybe if you did want to try and maybe you didn't even get to the point where you would talk to this person about it, it really depends, but it's been unsuccessful, so now you are going to come up with some kind of a plan, and also at the same time there is something else that you're going to see. And what are you going to see? It's going to remind you of this person, and it's going to make you feel really worried about this person. But what you're going to see, it's going to give you like an idea, like to approach this problem, this subject differently. And that's an idea that I need you to pay attention to, because this particular idea, it's going to actually make this person to realize what they're actually doing. Something is going to happen, and it's going to take like about a few days after that moment in time. And I do know, for the love of God, that this person is going to have some kind of a hermit moment. And then that person is going to realize what they're actually doing. So somebody who's doing something to themselves and they're not even aware of it. But this is somebody who is a major part of your life, a major part of your spiritual journey. You are both going to be so much happier after this. So but this time it's going to be brilliant, because this is going to lead towards this person snapping out of it, whatever this is, my gorgeous Virgolini. And this is why this is going to be so important for you to voice your concerns, but not just how you would do it normally. It's going to come to you. It's all about having this different approach, and both of you are going to benefit from this, like, oh my God, like literally, like there is no tomorrow, my gorgeous Virgolini. Very, very important indeed. So now I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what's going to be an additional tarot card message for this week as well. Let's just see what's going to be an additional tarot card message for this week, my gorgeous Virgolini. Let's just see an additional tarot card message. Okay. It's time to start planning. It's time to start preparing. It's all about the preparation. How I see this week, where you are right now and what you're doing right now, my gorgeous Virgolini. I know I've said this millions of times, but I'm sorry, but in 1 year time, your life is going to be completely different. Actually, you don't even need to wait 1 year. Within the next few months, your life is already going to be completely different. Within the next few months, you're already going to realize what have you been missing out on, And that's really important. but the major change is going to be like in like about a 1 year time. But within the next few months already, you will be going through this tremendous change. The change, a massive change, it's already going to begin. You will look around you and everything is going to be completely different, okay? Within the next few months, I can see you looking around you, where your immediate environment is, everything is going to be different. I think you will see why was I saying this. So it's time to start planning, baby, you see. And also, my gorgeous Virgolini, you see, that's what you're doing. It's important for you to set the boundaries this week. From this week onwards, you need to set boundaries in your life. From this week onwards, you need to set boundaries in your life. Now it's time. You have to protect your energy. You need to do in this world what you want to do. And you need to realize where do you need to set these boundaries. Because what you're doing right now, you're taking responsibility of your own life. There you go. Your life is about to change. There is so much for you to do. There is so much for you to explore. I'm not saying that you're wasting your time right now, but I just want you to wake up and snap out of it. There is a whole new world waiting for you out there, my gorgeous Virgolini. Now it's time. One stage of your life has come to an end a while back. Another stage of your life is waiting for you to begin. This is why this is so important for you. My goodness. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.